Dear. I'm from Bethel, Maine, and I have in Exeter. I live in Exeter, and the original Bean, John Bean, came from Scotland as an indentured servant to Exeter, New Hampshire, and he's buried next to the Congregational Church, he and his two wives. But being a very canny Scotsman, he married the boss's daughter and became very, very wealthy, and one of the founders of Exeter, and that's my direct ancestor. The book is about my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather and her brother. And she came from Bethel, Maine also, and went to Lowell, Massachusetts to work in the mills. Her husband came from Vermont, and when the war came on, they had married and had two children, my grandmother and her brother, and he joined the 26th Massachusetts. Her brother, who stayed in Maine, joined the 5th Maine Regiment, and he was also a founder of the 5th Maine Regiment Museum on the island just off of Portland. In 1936, my grandmother's brother, George, passed away in Lowell, and my mother went with her sister, who was the executrix of the will, went down to Lowell to clean out the estate. My aunt was storing everything in the wood stove, and my mother, I can still hear my mother saying, "What are you doing?" And my aunt said, "Nobody wants this old stuff." And my mother said, "Well, I do." So what we have and what the book is based on was what my mother kept out of the wood stove. We don't know what we're not in flames.